Hello and welcome to this Modurol video. This is MT23 in our series of XK8 manual transmission swap videos. And in this video I'm going to explain how we've had a bit of a downer this week. So the plan was yesterday to put the car through its MOT in the UK. It's the Ministry of Transport test. All booked in, ready to go, got the insurance. But unfortunately the car had a problem. As I was going up the drive and out to the main road, I could hear a clunk on the transmission, or through the drivetrain anyway. So I had to turn back and cancel. So I've either put something together wrong or something's failed. Hopefully not the transmission. This is still automatic at the moment. I'm going to try and record the CAN bus data. So what have I got to do? So yesterday afternoon, I decided just to park the whole thing and go crabbing at Abu Dhabi with my daughter. And we had a great afternoon, caught 42 crabs and took the project completely out of my mind. So I think it's a good point to talk about the project and how I feel about the whole thing. Okay then, so feel a bit down at the minute, and as I say, I wanted to try and explain how I handle these down moments and the anxiety of doing such a big project. Probably try to give a bit of advice to people who have problems with their cars as well, if that's of any help, is just take a break. So yesterday, as I said, I just took a break. I wanted to do a basil faultion and get a part of a branch of a tree and beat it to death, to be honest, because I was that frustrated. Everything was planned. I checked the indicators, the horn, the wash wipe, the brakes. Everything was good until I got moving down the road, and then I got a clunk, 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 clunk coming from somewhere. So how do you handle such big projects on these down, when your car breaks down, when things let you down? Well, split it down into smaller little lumps. So I'm not trying to fix everything at once. So for today's objective, I'm literally just going to try and find out what's wrong. Hopefully I should be able to do that. So if you've got a problem with your car, try and split it down into manageable lumps. Sorry if I'm waffling on, but I wanted to talk a bit about anxiety, because even going for the MOT yesterday, I was massively anxious, because my experience of taking your car to a test is you never know what's going to throw. I've had all the exhaust off, lots of other bits off. I'm thinking there could be something I've missed. I checked all that out, but obviously there's always something comes up you're not aware of. So I was very, very anxious, and then it just let me down, and just a big, big downer. But anyway, pick yourself up and go again. So let's have a look what's wrong. So the first thing we're going to do is actually get the back end of the car up in the air, get the car into drive, and see if I can replicate the clunk noise. So I've got my trolley jack underneath the rear axle. Just going to centralise it over the diff. I don't know whether you can see that, but we're aiming for those two bolt heads, which are actually the lower cross member bolted to the diff. So we're aiming for that. We'll jack it up in the air. I got it on the diff there. Yeah. Just where I want it. Right, I've jacked it up. I've got the two back wheels off the ground. Let's see if I can hear it. I've also chopped the front wheels just in case the jack fails. I don't want to go through the garage wall. Okay, then let's start the car. Got no lights, I haven't got my seatbelt on. Right, let's try drive and do so drive. That's neutral. It's not doing it in neutral. But only can hear that in drive. You can hear that. Just need to go out of the car, just have a look. So we'll have a look underneath. It sounds driveline. So if I have a look at here, the drive shaft is nowhere near the exhaust there. And it sounds, yeah, more frequent than the drive shaft. Maybe it's the stub axles. Let's have a look under here. I don't want to go too far. Is that the culprit? The CV joint's touching the exhaust. Let's have a look. Can you hear that? I'm trying to get a better picture of that knocking noise. Where it's touching. That's the exhaust there. Okay. That's just, it's just tapping it. Can you see it there? Only a tiny amount. I just need a small adjustment in position. But obviously I could do with a better clearance than that anyway, but note to self, when putting over axle pipes on, check clearance to the CV joint on the drive shaft, the outer drive shafts. Sound a lot worse. There you go. Let's get it up in the air. I'm over the other side now. The CV joint looks a lot clearer here. Just turning the wheel. Can't hear anything. Oh, I can actually hear it from the other side because that wheel's going backwards. But that CV joint looks clear of the exhaust, so I don't think the issue is this side, it's the other. Okay, I've jacked her up and I've got my wooden blocks at the jacking point each side. I've raised the front one block to give me a bit more access if I'm going to manipulate the over axle pipes. Let's get this wheel off and get the back box off. Using a 22mm spanner and a small block just to chop the wheel to untighten all the nuts. Okay, the wheel's off so I can get a look at that gap. I need to take this exhaust bracket off first, and there's a rubber down there somewhere I need to disengage. Well, I'll take that off and then we'll get the exhaust back box off. At the back end of the exhaust, I need to just pull that rubber off that bracket there. I've sprayed a bit of WD-40 to help lubricate it to get it off, so I'm just going to pull that off. I'm going to use a pry bar just to lever that off. Hopefully that will come off. Get it. No, oh, there you go, that worked. As you might have gathered, the exhaust has dropped down. I need to just work that backwards and forwards and it'll come off that joint. I've put the jack under the centre or the front box because it was sitting slightly low. I'll take a look at from the rear now to see the difference in the two sets of pipes. Now if we go under the car, I don't know if you can, it's actually touching the front cross member here. So I try and get a good shot. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, it's touching there, so I need to make over this first bit of the first section of the over axle pipe is out of position on the one side. It's causing all the issue, I think. So I'm going to have to take the back one off to get this one off, and then rotate it so it's the same as the other side. Okay, I've adjusted it all now, and I've got good clearance now. That should fix the job. Fingers crossed. Well, there you go. Another problem solved. It turns out I've had these over-axle pipes and the exhaust back boxes off several times, never had this issue. But this time I had taken the front silencer off, obviously, and all the catalytic converters off. And I think ever so slightly, once I'd loosened the front box brackets off, it allowed the front box to come over a little bit to the left-hand side here. I think the overall exhaust was too far to the right, and hence causing clearance issues this side. So it just goes to show, the minute you start messing with anything, it changes the problem ever so slightly. Anyway, that's fixed. I'm going to book it in for its MOT next week. Hopefully that won't be any more problems, and we'll get on to recording the CAN bus data. Glenn has actually sent me some information to reprogram his recorder. I need to do that this week in anticipation of the car passing its MOT and getting back on the road. As I say, from that initial downer on Friday, yesterday, I'm now back on course, and it just goes to show that every problem can be solved. Just to take a little bit of time out, address it when you're happy, break it down into small little chunks. I was lucky today to find the solution find the problem fairly easy, and the solution I've got sorted straight away. So if you've got problems with your XK8, just try and do the same thing. Try and work logically through the problem, and if you need any help, give us a message in the comments and see if we can add some logic to it and our experience and the experience of others who've commented on the channel. Anyway, that's enough about the project. We're back on track, and so is my mental health, for the moment anyway. There you go. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this series of videos. Please like, comment, share and subscribe for more XK videos. Bye-bye.